Cheers, Josh. Cheers. Cheers. We're gonna do a game of Would You Rather. I'm here with my good friend Josh, and we're here in Paris Hotel in Las Vegas. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be a main channel video or a secondary channel. We'll kind of figure it out. But Josh and I, we go back a long time. He's been in a handful of my videos. It's been a hot minute. So of course we have to play this game. Would you rather? Because just gotta film something. So, Josh, let's start getting. I'm gonna start this with the serious questions. Bluey's mom or Gumball's mom? Which one would you fuck?
What does Bluey's mom look like?
Oh, I'm glad you asked because I have references right here. So, the one on the left is Bluey's mom. The one on the right, Gumball's mom. Okay. So I'm firmly on Team Bluey's mom, and my reason is, like Gumball's mom looks like the kind of girl who would give you good head, right? But then, like, the moment you start, like, getting upset or crying anything, she's gonna, like, leave you and just be a complete bitch to you, right? Whereas Bluey's mom feels like she could give the good head, give the good, like the full package, basically, right? She'll hold you while you cry, you know? Gumball's mom just seems like she'll fuck you, and that's about it. And in case you want to see, like, what I'm referring to, here's what having intercourse with either of these characters might look like for you, if you would refer to the screen real quick. So on the left we have assorted photos of Bluey's mom, and on the right we have a few photos of Gumball's mom. It's just so you can see what, like, a scenario with one of these characters might look like if you were to be intimate with either of them, right? So you're still firmly Gumball's mom.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Moving on. Josh, would you rather have a 1 centimeter dick and that's all there is to it, or a yard-long dick that's as thin as a wire, but you have full control over it, so it's like a monkey's tail?
I guess, like, a 1 centimeter long one, because you could have surgery for that. I don't know how that would work if your urethra is the size of, like, a needle.
Your dick is basically like a nipple. Like, your balls are regular sized. It's just your dick is, like, boop, tiny.
You know, piss is stored in the balls.
Would you rather be an unsuccessful artist in life, and you struggle financially throughout your entire life, but your art is phenomenal, and it goes unappreciated until you die, at which point you become world famous, but you're dead, so you never get to really rake in the success, right? Or an incredibly successful Twitter furry artist. Hentai, like drawing furry porn, basically.
No, I'd probably say the latter, the furry porn one, because those people do make a lot of money.
I have to agree with you there. Yeah, I would. I absolutely would.
Like I could give a fuck about, like, making it look like some animals are fucking on a screen if I'm making, like, hundreds of thousands, and I don't mean like 100,000. I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars.
What would you say would be your limit though? Like is like furry inflation hentai? Is that, like, good with you?
Inflation is where, like, it's like enlarging during the, like,
I really wish I had a visual aid. Unfortunately, I don't. But editor myself in the future, please provide a visual aid here. Fun fact: if you go on to Google search, look up any Animal Crossing character, then follow the name up with DeviantArt, you're gonna get a lot of inflation porn. Would you rather eat shit that tastes like pudding or pudding that tastes like shit? Now, full disclosure, this is coming from a Filthy Frank video. I love that question so much, so I'm using it here. So yeah, what do you have to say about that?
So,
Shit that tastes like pudding or pudding that tastes like shit. Cartel has a gun to your head. They said they're gonna fucking kill your family if you don't eat one of them. Okay, you have to, and you have to lick the fucking bowl clean.
pudding that tastes like shit.
Oh my god. Okay, dude. I am firmly, and we've had this discussion before. All right? I am firmly on team shit that tastes like pudding, okay? Firmly that. Like, there's no fucking way I'm going to get through a whole bowl of shit, basically. Like, I know it's pudding, but it tastes like shit.
This is making my stomach hurt.
Dude, I don't fucking care how your stomach feels right now, okay? I have been saying it since day one. I would go down on a bowl of shit that tastes like pudding, all right? Just think about it. They have a man who
a disease.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. Like, it's art, all right? It's art. Okay, because there is a man out there somewhere who produced that shit that tastes like pudding. You know what that means? You know what the implications of that? That means that this man went his entire life basically fucking trained to produce shit that tastes like pudding.
He's not real.
Gordon
though.
Ramsay couldn't fucking like put that much effort into his craft.
He's not real though. Like, you can fake flavors. Like, for example, have you ever had like those Harry Potter jelly beans?
Yeah,
like,
the Bean Boozled, the Bean Boozled kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like Russian roulette, where like you get like a very bad one. Like, some of them taste like literal vomit. Like, I could handle a bad taste if I know like it's not like literal shit.
I am firmly on team shit that tastes like pudding. All right, purely out of respect for the person who produced it. That takes talent. That takes. Not just talent. That takes intense commitment, like a lifelong commitment.
How would they find someone whose shit tastes like pudding?
That's what I'm saying. Us as human beings, right now, we do not know what it takes to produce shit that tastes like pudding. But somehow this guy figured out. He cracked the fucking Da Vinci Code and was able to produce shit that tastes like pudding. You mean to tell me that if you're friends with someone and they're like, "Hey, dude, my shit tastes exactly like pudding," and then everybody will like he'll host a party. And all of his friends come over and they're like, "Hey, dude, have you had Bill's shit? Bill's shit tastes like pudding." They get their bowls ready and he produces some fucking soft serve from his butthole. You mean to tell me you wouldn't like take a little sip of it or a little taste, a little lick, nothing?
I am very depressed. These windows on the 27th story do not open. Does that answer your question?
Fucking whatever, moving on. All right, this is the final question, and I want to thank you for being incredibly cooperative for the most part throughout this entire Would You Rather game. But this final question has a lot of implications, and it will say a lot about you personally. There is this thing called the Monster Fucker scale, okay? And I have it right here. This is a variant of it, but basically, if you want to take a look at this, in this chart, where do you find yourself in terms of what you would fuck, right? So, like, pure skeleton, that's on one extreme, like a legitimate lion, right? Or like a anthropomorphic, like just a straight up furry. Then you have like dragons, monsters, and in the middle is like a vampire, being like very humanoid. Like, where do you draw the line here? Like, where do you find yourself in, like, yeah, that's, like, I would not fuck that.
Probably anything outside of vampire, because, like, I'm not, like, I don't know. That other stuff doesn't really, I couldn't say it would really excite me.
Yeah, I don't know if, like for instance, like fucking the guy who's like, "Feed me, Seymour." I don't know how that would bode well for me, but like you'd be surprised. There are a lot of people.
There's a lot of people that would fuck the cat. Or the
yeah, there are a lot of people who'd fuck Eevee, right, or Vaporeon from Pokemon, right. So like them, they would be like up here.
Have you seen the Joe Biden voiceover of the Vaporeon?
Oh fuck yeah, I have. I think I've sent that to you a couple times. Yeah. Like, so you're like, you find yourself very in the center.
Yes.
I find myself there too. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Yeah, like I said, not entirely sure if this is gonna be a main channel video or a second channel thing. I don't ever really post on a second channel. But it was great seeing you again. Great hanging out with you. I'll hand the mic over to you if you have any words of wisdom for the audience. I'll take that from you.